Welcome to week 1 on how to be a decent manager. Can you just take 1 second to think about a time in your life when you felt most alive? About 10 years ago, I had the chance to sit across a table very much like this and present a thesis to my professor at Oxford University. I ran a marathon when people were telling me I couldn't do it. When my wife gave birth to my children, that was very little work on my part, but I really felt fully alive. I can bet you real money that you weren't sitting on the couch watching Netflix. My friend Jayton the other day put it this way: the characters we love watching on TV are never actually sitting around watching TV. People come alive when they face difficult times, when they're strapped for cash, when they had to buckle down and work really hard to overcome something. So why is it that as a manager, we think our job is to try to make our team's life easy? Happiness is not about a life of ease. It's about a life well lived. We want to have meaning and purpose. We want challenges. We want to overcome things. Your job as a manager is to help people find the joy in that and feel the satisfaction of doing hard work. Don't think about how to make people's lives easier. Think about how you can help them do the things they want to do. So think about this. You probably spend about 112 hours awake every week. And I would guess that you're spending at least half of that getting ready for, driving to, and doing the work. If you're spending the majority of your waking hours at your job, you should be fully alive when you're at your job. Here are a few questions I would recommend asking with the team members that you manage. When have you felt most alive? Another question that you can ask is, what drains you? What's something that just sucks the life out of you right now? Another question to ask is, if you had all the money you needed to live the life that you want, how would you spend your time? These may seem like really strange questions to you, and I hope they do. The goal here is to get to the bottom of what brings someone joy, and that's different for every person that you work with. So think about these questions and get to know your team and find out what makes them alive. Help them do the things that make them alive. So as a parent, I've learned that you don't want to just encourage your kids by saying, "You're so smart, Jack." You want to say, "Jack, I can tell you worked really hard on this. I love how you were creative in the way you drew this orange rhinoceros." So as you get more specific with your team about the things that really are triggers for them, the things that really do excite them, you can be more specific on how you give feedback on the things that help make them feel alive. And you can tailor the feedback around the things that drain them. I'd like to just issue a call to action for all of us. This week, could you just pick one of these questions that we've already talked about and ask one of your team members that question? Genuinely listen to them, look them in the eye, and see what's making them fully alive. Have you ever been just sitting down eating a meal with your friends and the conversation just slowly, like you run out of things to talk about, everyone's bored, until somebody does one thing. They mention the show they're watching on Netflix. And some reason that lights the room up. And everyone rallies around, "Oh my God, I can't believe what happened last week in this episode." Why is that happening to us? Why is that the most exciting thing going on in our lives? I just want to challenge you to start challenging your team members. Help them find the things that make them alive. Help them find that joy and that adventure and that challenge in the work that they do every day. We all need that energy. We're not going to find it from consuming, but from making something. And that's my challenge to you this week to help you become a decent manager.